Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anyone who feel like watching this reading. This is for the remainder of January 2020, and this will be the last reading for the month. And next month we'll resume our regular scheduling with our weekly readings. I was traveling and have a lot of personal stuff going on, so thank you so much for your patience, Leo. So this is for you. Let's see what messages, guidance, spirit have for you. Messages, guidance for Leo. Messages, guidance for Leo. And yes, folks, I am accepting personal readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out the description box where you get my information, okay? Guidance, messages for Leo. That's my incense, if you will. Not incense. That's the I think that's the sage. I didn't notice it before. I just noticed it now. So for some of you, Leo, you may be paying closer attention to detail and noticing things that have been right there underneath your nose. Okay, for a while. That was the King of Wands. King of Wands. I just flipped up for you here. Here we go, Leo. I feel almost there's a sense of like almost like all of a sudden, almost like handle with care, delicate. That's coming through for you guys. I don't know what that means or what it means to you guys. So, ooh, beautiful. This is the situation. Two of Cups, love, a union, harmony, an exchange, a vow of feelings here, okay? This is in the current situation what some of you are dealing with here. Some of you, someone is offering you the cup, or you're meeting halfway, you know, you're coming together and expressing feelings and coming into union. And what's crossing this situation is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles, you know, this is about abundance, luxurious, a luxurious life, and it's like a setting that you would imagine a Leo um, entertaining in. The only difference is that in the Nine of Pentacles, usually we'll see a single person, whether man or woman or an androgynous figure. They're usually by themselves, but not in a miserly way, but they're by themselves enjoying their own company, enjoying the scenery, enjoying the comfort, right? And it's beautiful and it's opulent, and they're okay. They're not like, putting on a face, but like I'm having such a great time by myself. They just are. They're just like absolutely at ease and comfortable being their most authentic self, okay? In the moment, enjoying the moment. So for some of you, this is what costing you. So someone may be offering you a cup, or there may be you um thinking about offering someone a cup of love, but perhaps that person is so independent. Perhaps that person already have everything that they could possibly desire already to you. That's how you see them, or that perhaps that's how they see you. It goes vice versa. I'm not gonna keep saying that. So if the shoe is on the other foot, so you guys can apply it. But either way, someone here is seeing that person has like, you have everything. What do I have to offer you? I have my love, and I really want to offer that love. But what's causing it, there's almost like a hesitation, almost like a sense of intimidation, right? About how to approach that person, how to make that offer of love to that person, okay? And here what we have at the foundation of this issue is the Tower. At the foundation, there was a shake-up. There was a shake-up to the very foundation of this union. Something happened here that required attention, that demanded your attention, or your person's attention, okay? And yes, this is also Mars energy. Some of you may have been dealing with an Aries or even a Scorpio, but here, because it's at the foundation position of the reading, And this is the tower moment, which is all about unexpected sudden change, right? That we usually see shake up to the foundation. And here we see those clouds almost looming. There's a fire, there's like a lightning, like lightning bulbs like striking the building, and it's and the building now is on fire. It's not even just the foundation here that is faulty. It's like the whole building is at risk. So something here that you created perhaps is the foundation of the relationship. There was something that happened that there was a strike and some kind of bigger external forces from the universe that kind of like burned down whatever was not working out for you guys. A shakeup needed to happen, and I feel like this is at the foundation of this story. So if you've had someone in your life, or you've been in someone's life and things have been going, there's been so many missed chances, missed opportunities, so many hesitations. I feel like there's a shakeup, some kind of unexpected event that's going to happen, that's going to force the two of you to cross paths, that's going to push the two of you, your destiny, your own path to collide, where you're going to have to re-examine this relationship again. Okay. And here we have, at the best thing that could happen position, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we know the Seven of Pentacles is about um, a need to be patient, but not kind of like just waiting for things, but understanding the cycles of life, right? Understanding when it's time to plant, when it's time to harvest, when it's time to, tend to the land, when it's time to literally just wait it out. Okay, to just pause. Don't it's time to just allow the land to recover, the soil to enrich back again, or to prepare it for the next season. Because sometimes there's a sense with the Seven of Pentacles that someone may be trying to push progress, to rush progress, when instead of allowing things to just unfold naturally. Okay, so if this is about work for you, okay, let's say this is about work for you. You are meeting someone at work, or you are stepping into a role at work that's gonna bring you towards greater independence, a greater sense of autonomy, and also a lot more abundance, a lot more rewards financially, right? Like a major pay raise, or if you will, don't at the foundation here is the thing that needed to happen, the impetus for that happening. It's happening, and this is coming straight from the universe. This is major arcana energy. You cannot rush it, you cannot force it. Even though it's something that's coming, you may not know how it's coming, where from where, but it is coming, and it's gonna be very sudden. I feel like there's not gonna be a lot of time to mull over things. It's just gonna be like bam bam bam, like it's almost like someone get fired, or someone decide to retire. Not even retire, you kind of like can see that coming most of the time if you pay attention. Someone get a better opportunity somewhere, and then the position is open. Like it's kind of like the same way, like if you've been apart from someone that you really care about, you truly love, and then all of a sudden that person decides to move back to town, like it's gonna be something like that. And the best thing to happen is for you to allow those things to just happen, for the steps to unfold, to not rush it. Okay. And oh, I took peeled two cards by mistake here. Here we have in the very past, the Wheel of Fortune. And that Wheel of Fortune is really like we're seeing the Wheel of Time. We're seeing like this motion of this hand here coming from the clouds, that is turning the wheel. But we also see these two people that are hanging on tight to each other. So in the recent past here, you guys understood, you came to an understanding about what's important, what you want to hold on to, and what you no longer need in your life. Okay, especially for some of you, if you already knew of this relationship, what it means, like perhaps this was a soulmate relationship, of this job, of this position that you are very kind of like keeping your eyes on. Like if you knew something that's very valuable to you, right? You've been entertaining it, it's there, you're conscious of it, and I feel like you made a decision, or the universe pushed you, like when the wheel started turning here, for you to become more, or even more aware of how important that is to you in your life, of how lucky you are to have that in your life. This is Jupiter energy, right? To look at the bigger picture of all of it, right? Not just like, oh, I have feelings for that person, but what does it mean to actually have that person in my life, even though we may not be together? Like, I want this job. I believe I deserve this position. I understand how much my life will change by having this position. Not just my in having a change in job title or even in status, but also like, you know, the financial rewards that will come, the experience, the wealth of experience that I have that I can bring into this position, and how perhaps, you know, you're going to change that position, and also what it's going to do for you. Like, it's almost like in the recent past, something happened that allowed you to expand your energy, to expand your view of this person, of that thing, that it's not just like, you know, something you desire. It's not just a feeling, right? And in the next, oh, look at this, in the near future, you have the stars. You have the stars, so your wish shall come true. Now you have Jupiter energy, which is all about luck, right? Luck, expansion, travel in the recent past. And then here you have with the two of cups. Here is a card of union and harmony, right? Harmony is coming together, whether it's a relationship. Usually it's about a relationship, even if it's not about a relationship, because we have two pentacles card here. But let's say it's just about, you know, just you, your own life, wanting to to exercise your own sense of independence in a way that you give your energy to things that bring more harmony, that bring more positivity into your life, to things that you feel like are in alignment with who you want to be, right? The shakeup already happened at the very foundation of this story. This is the tower. The foundation already kind of like shifted, right? What's normal, what things are supposed to be, that already happened. Whatever it is that wasn't there, that wasn't supposed to happen, it's all that wasn't supposed to that wasn't sustainable, it's already been taken care of. Okay, the strike already happened, and we see people, and it's not just about location here. Some people actually got kicked off the wheel. We see someone falling off the wheel here, so meaning there was a big shake up in your life, Leo. Some of you, perhaps you had to move location. Some of you had to lose some friends, maybe some family members. Like, it's almost like there was a cleaning of houses, and when you were going through it, perhaps it didn't feel like this was a good thing. You felt like, why are those people like turning on me? Perhaps, why do I have to move house all of a sudden? Why do perhaps your roommate kicked you, you are living with someone, and all of a sudden it becomes unbearable, and you felt like you're down on your luck, you had to leave, or they perhaps make it kind of like you're no longer welcome in their home, and all the while you're thinking like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But it was the universe like preparing you for something better, something greater, the actual things that you want. Okay, you were in a situation, in a certain position, in a certain location where you felt, you believed that was it, but it wasn't. There's something better for you. What you actually wish for, that's what the universe wants to give you. Something even greater, your actual wish. And there's some healing here also for some of you that's going to take place with that star card. Okay, in the near future, whatever it is that you truly desire, keep manifesting it. Keep those feelings, keep feeling those feelings. Okay, keep saying those mantras. Write them down all over again if you have to, or just go back and read them again and say, I believe it's already mine. Thank you, universe, for granting me my wish, because they're granting you your wish here. There's healing happening here. There's luck for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Stars cards, like that sandwich in between it, the Two of Cups. Is this about a relationship? Believe that your single days are about to be over because it's showing here that luck is on your side. Okay, and whatever you wish for is gonna come, and this is the you position. Look at this, the World card, like a completion of a cycle, like your whole life is over. Look at this, you could see it as a someone emerging from the womb, right? Like a rebirth, like you're being reborn again. This is you right now, like a new baby, or someone leaving one dimension, entering a new, like through a new portal, like going through that vortex, like getting literally like in the where do you go when you go to the car wash, getting a real good spin, right? Getting a good clean wash, like in the noon, so you can reborn again. This is like a successful completion of a karmic cycle, so you can start something new here. There's a major cycle, new cycle that's about to start for you, Leo. Believe it, trust in that, and everything is gonna be better, especially if you continue to manifest the things that you truly desire. If you continue to keep your energy, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, like towards the things that you want, okay? And the external factors in your life, the things that you into your environment that perhaps you cannot control. We have the Queen of Wands. When I was shuffling, I saw the King of Wands flipped up for you guys. So this is your energy here. And external factors, perhaps there is someone in your life, there is a woman in your life, or this is not you, by the way, Leo. This is someone else in your life, okay? And yes, it could be a woman, it could be a man, because we have the King of Wands came up for you. They're going to be a Leo like yourself, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Now, this is a woman who's very intuitive, who's very perceptive, who give you great advice, who's also very confident, okay? Who has been perhaps watching you, who has been helping you, who has been counseling you in regards to the things that you've gone through when that shakeup happened, when you experienced that tower moment in your life. And that person is very important to you. That person you can rely on. That person is a person that you can trust, okay? And that person, they don't just give you information based on their experience. They also can tap into energy, whether they know it or not. They're very intuitive, and they truly do understand you. They understand you very well, and they're very wise. Like, they've gone through some stuff. They're very wise. And let's see here, this is your hopes and fear. Here we have Gemini energy for you. This is Mars in Gemini energy. This is in Gemini energy, this is Mars in Gemini. This is Nine of Swords, the card of anxiety, the card of overthinking, of stress, right? Sleepless night. And here we look at those hands, like someone is bound, like it's almost like you are tied up by your own thoughts, those thoughts that don't stop, the fear, this overthinking of what's gonna happen, how is it gonna happen, what do I do, the stress of it all. You feel almost like it's tying you down. You need to release yourself from that, okay? You must release yourself from that, because if you keep thinking the same negative thoughts, if you keep on allowing stress and what if this happened, what if this happened, then you kind of like, even if you're not turning away that look, you're delaying it, okay? This is like you bringing confusion into your world and confusion into your own manifestation. So keep your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions aligned to your desires. That is so important, especially during this new moon in Aquarius, because new moon in Aquarius, it is about, like, the mind, the intellect, but also there's Aquarius is a water bearer. By the way, the star card is the card of Aquarius. There's a sense of, like, there's a healing coming for you, and it's in the near future. The Aquarius card, the star card, okay? This represents Aquarius in the tarot. Major arcana representing Aquarius, and it's in the near future position, meaning in the very near future, in a couple of days here, within a week time here. It's something is gonna manifest for you after this new moon in Aquarius, during this Aquarius season that we just entered, Leo. That's going to make things clear for you as to that journey that you just went on, as to what this tower moment meant. That it wasn't something that was, yes, you might have it, you had to face yourself, the negativity of a situation, of a person, or perhaps even of yourself, your own shadow self, but you also going to understand how this was setting you up for something greater. That cycle needed to end for you to get what you want. You couldn't hold on to all these past things that were not working out, that were not to your best and highest good, and expect new things, better things to happen all the same, right? That needed to happen. So part of this understanding is going to be for you to relinquish control, to not feel like you have to understand the whole thing. We're not to understand everything, right? It's like I give that example that I once when, if you ever watch the documentary that's called The Secret, about the power of manifestation, they give that example about how, like, when you manifest, you don't have to see how everything is going to unfold. Most of the time we do not know. It's kind of, and they give that example of someone, like, you're driving across country from the East Coast going to California, right? In the States, for those of you that are in the States, and you cannot visualize the road that's ahead of you. Even when you look at it on the map, it still look kind of abstract, right? It's a whole different experience when you're actually in your car on the road. But what you can see in front of you perhaps are the next 200 feet. Those are assured, you're gonna go there. perhaps the next exit that you're gonna get out, you're going to exit out of to take a break, right? To use the facilities. Like that part you can see. You can see just that little portion. You cannot see the whole world map in front of you. And you believe and trust still that you will get to California by keeping on following and steadily staying on this word. And it's the same thing when you manifest. You don't have to be able to see the whole world map in front of you. You just have to believe that it's already there waiting for you. Not you waiting for it. It's already there waiting for you. You've manifested it. Understand that you have to do your part to get closer to it, right? If it's a new health regimen that you are involving here, like, then you know that you have to let go of certain old habits. You have to do your part, even if that means you have to seek help from people that can help you to let go, to release those old habits. Then you must do that, and also understand that the universe is also helping you, that you can pray on it, you can ask for help from the heavens at the same time. You understand? So that power of manifestation, you have to release those overthinking, those these nagging thoughts, this stress and anxiety about all of it, and understand there's something new that's burgeoning, that's starting here, okay, for you. And here we go. This is the outcome of this whole situation for you. And here we have the King of Swords, taking charge kind of person. And we see that King of Swords. Look at all the foliage. Very earthy King of Swords here, right? Even the swords have is that coin? Oh no, that looks like 8 coins. Okay, I don't know what kind of plant is that. I'm not going to try to guess incorrectly, but there's a sense of groundedness here with the way that even the King of Swords, which is all about the intellect, right? Also Aquarius energy, if you will. But this is about like being able to master your mind here. That's the outcome. Like coming out of this, coming from the Nine of Swords, where you are binded, where you're tied up, by those thoughts and by those nagging thoughts, to becoming the king. You can hold on to that one sword. You're on the top. That's the highest you can go in the sword suit. And also there's a card of taking charge, of being in top, of like of feeling, being sharp, like intellectually, logically, right? Of understanding your position, for you to not just be able to feel things, but to also understand it. Okay, that Aquarius energy here is really going to pull on us to clear our mind, to really and I started with that during your reading, Leo, that there was, I noticed, oh, I had two cards that were stuck here. They want me to feel it. There was a little speck here that I needed to see. There is something here. There's a little speck here. There's some kind of like, it's like if you have like a mark on your blouse, you never noticed it before, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, and this has been there all day, no one even pointed out, and you yourself didn't notice it. It's like there's something, some kind of an information, there is something, an understanding, an insight that you're going to, you're finally going to get it, right? You're finally going to understand like your role in all of this. You're finally gonna understand how this tower moment, this shake up that happened in your life, what it meant. That was the best thing that could happen. It was part of the cycles of life. Some things needed to end. Some things needed to be. Some people needed to live your life. Some place needed to go. Like you needed to live someplace so you can get closer to your wish fulfillment. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck here we have the Four of Cups. Look at that Four of Cups. She like, that person is literally trying to camouflage themselves into that tree, kind of like, I'm not there, you don't see me, almost like afraid to like afraid to say no to the cup, afraid to kind of to what's the word I'm looking for? Not deny, even to refuse the cup, but instead it's kind of like, I'm not even here, I don't even want to have the choice to have to say no. So for some of you, it's almost like you've been working hard and trying to build a new emotional foundation for yourself. Okay, you're trying to be very discerning as to which cup of love that you accept. So whatever that offer is here, and it's crossing, is you feeling independent and being single. For a lot of you, if you feel like that's what you need to do, that's where you need to be right now. You need to do some healing. You need to do some research. You need to get your mind right. You need to get your emotions right. do it. Okay, you don't have to jump into something new after a big shakeup like that. Even if it's with the same person, it's that same relationship, you still can ask, and the person who cares about you, they will respect that for a moment, to regroup, for a moment to heal. Okay, and I know there's a lot going on here in your reading, Leo, but I feel like for those of you that have gone through this, you will understand it quite clearly. Let's see, this is the Woman's Oracle card. Let's get an Oracle card for you. Advice for Leo, Spirit. Advice for Leo. Advice for Leo. And we have a lot of different energy here, so I'm not even going to call out signs for you. We have Gemini, we have Aquarius, we have Scorpio, we have Aries. We have a Virgo energy. I mean, we have a bit of everything. Oh, that's too many. And so for you guys, and by the way, we have the Tower, which is Mars, right there with the World card, which is Saturn. Yes, which is Saturn energy. So it's almost like bringing order. That completion that you're gonna go to is really gonna bring a new order into your life. It's really going to be a new day for you, and it's really gonna allow you to take charge of yourself. King of Swords is taking charge. Take charge of your destiny. Finances and careers are at the bottom of the deck. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yes, that's why that I could feel that. That's why at the beginning I kept going back and forth between it being a love situation and it being about finances. Even if it's about a love situation, finances are an issue here. Okay, somebody feeling very independent or wanting to maintain their independence financially, or their own sense of autonomy is an issue in regards to the union here. And here we have attraction. That's your actual card, Leo, and it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I don't feel like you're gonna have a problem with that, because you intend to do that. You are doing that. That romantic love, someone is seeing your worth, because you know your worth. Okay, you know your worth. You've decided to take that on. That cup is being offered to you, because you've been the what causes it explains it. You've been enjoying your life. You've been doing you. Okay, not to put on a show, not to show someone or to show yourself, just because this is your state in that this is where you are right now. You've just been doing you, right? But something is about to stir that all up for you, and there's gonna be some compromises that needs to be done, and for some of you there might be some moment of stress. Especially if you have to move, you have to let go of some people, you have to let go of some jobs, of some opportunities, but you're gonna figure it all out, because you're going to take charge of the situation at the end of the day. Number 49, soul retrieval, is at the bottom of this is the mystical shaman's oracle deck. Here comes number 62, wild woman, and I always read that from the book for you guys. I love this deck. And let's see here. Okay, I usually read the card that come out for you, but I want to read that for you, the soul retrieval, how they explain to it. Okay, because that's why I like to read that one from the book, because the message is so beautiful. I just love the way it's always in it's not even like synchronized with the reading, it's almost summarizes the reading. That's always what I feel like about this deck. And here we go. Soul retrieval, you are no longer fragmented, you are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. No need to dwell on it, overthinking. You have to heal, one with creation, with that world card here. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new fight. I'm sorry. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. The journey back to Eden. This is that world card here, okay? The journey back to Eden. Like, you are one with creation. You are like, I mean, this is just beautiful. Like, there's no need to dwell in the past, because you've already mastered this. You've already overcome this, right? You've already, like, you know that you can do it. You've got everything that you need, that you can manifest what you want in your life. Here we have the actual card that came out for you, Leo. Wild woman, number 62. And we drew down to an 8. right? And that's transformation. When the wild woman comes to dance in your reading, you're invited to shine brightly and to know that your true self is being called out to engage the world. This is a symbol that your long held dream is beginning to take root and wants to be expressed. Your authentic self doesn't fit in a box. It needs the freedom to shine. It's time to have the courage to step into the light. The wild woman says, shine brightly, dance with abandon, be yourself, and let the great spirit decide what happens. You'll be happy you did. Do you see that? Don't dwell on the little things. Let the great spirit decide what happens. It's the same thing we've been talking about here. And with that seven of pentacles as well, okay? And to come out and dance, to step into the light. She's literally dancing into this, like stepping into the light. This is so beautiful. This is you. This is the wild woman, okay? And take charge and just dance and be free, because you are one with the universe. Nothing can happen to you. You've already mastered the skills. Your wish shall come true, right? Be free. Like literally, how much free can one be, to be like bathing in the nude under the star, under your North Star, your star of destiny, your rightful pathway. They literally talk about path here, in this text I just read to you. Like like this is your North Star, your direction. Okay, this is your soul purpose. This is so beautiful. So this is your reading, Leo, and I hope that I relayed the message clearly enough for you, because it was so beautiful and so strong here. And I will see you next week. Please show support to the channel if you enjoy my style of reading. If you find something useful in this message, by liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing it perhaps with anyone you feel like that may benefit from this message. And I will see you next week. Until then, remember, only love is real. Bye.